92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is just another case of the old hit it and quit it.
Uh-oh.
Quite literally, because Cassie, who was on the phone to do a second date update today, says she met the guy that she went out on a date with because they got in a car accident.
Oh.
And now he's not
Okay.
calling her back. So maybe not the hit it and quit it that you were thinking about.
Yeah.
What's up, Cassie?
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm okay. I'm a little worried, I guess I could say.
You're worried? That seems kind of intense for just a first date.
I'm just concerned if I did something wrong or if this whole situation is different than I perceived it. I mean, you know how dates can be. You could think things are going well and they're probably not.
Yeah, most of the time they're not.
Yeah.
98% of the time they're not. So
Right.
your email said that you met him because you were in a car accident? Were you in the same car together or?
No. This is kind of stupid on my part, but I was driving and there was a lot of traffic and this song played on the radio that I really love and I just started jamming out and I was really happy and I wasn't paying attention and I rear-ended this guy.
Oh, man.
So how do you go from hitting this guy's car to going out on a date with him?
So he steps out of his car, he slams the door, turns around and he looks and he is just furious and he's clearly really upset, really angry, and he walks up to my door, and I get out, and he's like, what the hell are you thinking? Can you not see? Are you blind? Do you know how to drive? And at this point, he's so angry, and I felt so bad. I kind of started crying, and
That could be a lot of emotions in that situation, you know,
Yeah.
especially
Right?
if someone's that angry.
yeah, so I started crying, and he immediately eased up. He just stopped, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you're really beautiful. And I was just kind of, yeah.
Why, you crying?
So he's screaming at you about running into the back of his car and then just like a deer in headlights goes, whoa, sorry, you're hot.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the tears or what. You know, most people don't look pretty when they cry.
You are lucky. I get real snotty, puffy-eyed. I mean, it literally looks like someone had punched me in the face 4 times.
You know, that's what I thought about myself, too. But I guess, I don't know, I guess there was something dreamy about it. But
Did he segue from you're beautiful into let's go out on a date, forget the insurance, and...
basically, you know, I was kind of joking. I was like, oh, are you doing this just to get my information? You know, I was going to give you my information either way, and da-da-da-da. And he's like, no, I'm really serious. He was really sincere. And so we get to talking, and we're, really clicking. And he asked me out on a date. And I was like, oh, you know what the heck? Why not?
Okay, that's a
So-
cool way to meet somebody. At least you have a good story.
No kidding.
Right?
And how was the date?
The date was amazing. We took a walk around the city, and, you know, we just talked about everything. I felt really comfortable and at ease with him. And,
That's all you guys did was walk?
yeah, we, walked around and we talked.
Weird.
It was pretty low-key.
I don't know why that sounds like such a strange date to me, just
mind is
walking around.
Straight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is-
like to walk in general. And then just going on a walk with somebody sounds
I love
torturous.
walking. It's so nice.
Okay.
Glad none of his anger issues popped up again for you.
Fortunately, none of them popped up. It was just all, really sweet, really lovely. And, you know, at one point we even kind of started to hold hands.
What?
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
That's
and-
cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. Time flew by. And then, you know, I got to the point where I was like, well, maybe I'll invite him to my place for a drink or something. So I did. And he was like, well, I've got things to do and da-da-da. So we parted ways. He gave me a hug. It was nice, but I felt kind of strange. And then since that time, I don't know, I haven't heard anything from him. And so I thought maybe the whole date was different than I expected. Maybe he just wanted my information because of the wreck.
But why would he hold...
Yeah.
I mean, why would he have to go to hold your hand? You know,
Yeah.
Or even meet up with you at all.
Totally.
Right. And I would think since, it went so well and we spent a good deal of time together, I don't know. I thought there was the start of something, maybe.
I will say it is kind of weird that he turned down your offer to go up to your place for a drink.
Yeah, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I was just awkward or it was going well in my head and it actually wasn't.
Or maybe he was so into you that he scared himself.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
That's intense.
Oh, gosh.
Is there anything that you can think of that might have gone wrong?
Maybe you thought I was pretty when I cried, and I wasn't so beautiful when I wasn't crying.
He's like, sorry,
I don't know.
I only date chicks that are in tears.
Yeah.
You're lame.
Maybe you should have yelled at me, and I would have cried a little bit.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okie doke.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Coming this summer to a theater near you, it's the feel-good hit of the year. Julia Roberts as the toothy brunette who can't drive. Cassie from today's second date update, and Richard Gere as Ross, the angry man who got rear-ended. Star in this feel-good classic, Accidentally Yours.
Oh,
Coming
good title.
soon. Don't miss this hit. If you don't know why I did that, in today's second date update, Cassie is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy that she met after she rear-ended him in traffic. Basically, he just yelled at her for a minute, then she started to cry, and then he did like a double take and was like, whoa, you're beautiful, we should go out on a date. Sounds kind of like a bad romantic comedy, but that's how it worked out for her. And then they went out and walked around for a little while. That was the date.
Yeah.
They just walked around. She said they had a great time, and she can't understand why he's not calling her back. She even invited him up to her place for a drink, and he said no, and that's the last that she's heard from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for you, you know? Like, you had so many high hopes, it sounds like, for this one.
I did, mainly because I thought we got along really well.
And it kind of feels like fate the way you met, you know?
Yeah.
Like you were meant to get in an accident that day so you could meet the love of your life.
Gosh.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone and figure out why he's not calling you back, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ross, please?
Yeah, this is Ross.
Hey, Ross. How are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
What radio? I'm not familiar.
It's a morning radio program where we talk in between like songs and stuff.
It's really on any
You
radio
ever-
that has a FM dial.
Yeah, you ever heard it?
Uh,
That was a stupid question because you obviously haven't heard it.
See how good
Good
he
point.
okay. What do you want?
Well, I wanted to talk to you because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
I don't know what that means.
You went out on a date with a girl named Cassie recently.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a positive review already, Ross.
And Cassie emailed us because she said she really enjoyed going on a walk with you and thought that you enjoyed it too, but now you're not calling her back, so she's wondering why.
Why are you, I mean, you sound really not into Cassie at all.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, do you mind telling us why?
Well, we're kind of in like a legal dispute at the moment.
You talking about the car
Oh,
accident?
yeah.
How do you know about that?
Well, she told us how you guys met, how she hit your car and then you got out and yelled at her and then stopped and told her she was beautiful and asked her out.
And why would there be a legal dispute? It sounds like she rear-ended you. It was her fault.
Yeah, I don't think I should really go into details or talk about it.
Okay.
Well, okay, so forget the legal thing, forget the car accident. Let's just focus on the date. Did you not enjoy spending time with her?
Not particularly, no.
Really?
What?
Didn't you guys, I mean, she told us that you held hands. Like, holding hands is pretty intimate.
Well, yeah, I mean, she asked me to hold her hand when we crossed the street. I don't know if that's romantic or not.
So it wasn't like you grabbed her hand and held on to it as a romantic gesture.
No, I didn't pull like a Cary Grant or something. I, like, yeah, she said, hey, can you hold my hand while I cross the street? I was like, all right, whatever.
Why?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
It's kind of weird, though. Like, is she scared to cross the street?
I think she was trying to flirt.
How do you go from getting in a car accident and being so stunned by her beauty that now you sound like you can't stand her? How does that happen?
First of all, I'm not sure if I was stunned by her beauty. She was crying so much and freaking out that I was trying to do anything to get her to calm down. And I felt really bad because I just yelled at her like a crazy person. So I just said something.
So you just said you're beautiful because you thought that that's what every woman wants to hear and it'll calm her down.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay.
you didn't want to go out on a date with her? Why even go?
Well, I did want to go on a date.
Oh, you did?
After I calmed down, I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cute. But then I went out on the date, and I thought, oh, my God, this is a terrible idea.
What was so terrible about it? Because according to her, there was like nothing really interesting. You just walked around and, from her perspective, enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah, we walked around, but then she, like, I don't know, within 5-10 minutes of the date, she starts making jokes about how the wreck was partially my fault.
really?
Okay, so she's joking.
Yeah, and I was like, ha, 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 funny. And then came up again, and it came up again, and she just kept joking about it as if she was trying to convince me that the wreck was my fault through these lame jokes. And I'm like, what is happening? And it got me really frustrated, and I really didn't like it. And I was getting really annoyed, and I was starting to get that feeling back when I was yelling at her when she was really like, I didn't want to do that.
Because you didn't want to go off on her again during your little date.
Yeah, by the end of it, I was really, really trying to hold it together. And then she asked me up to her place, and I was like, absolutely not. So I said, no, thank you, and went home and just yelled into a pillow.
Wow. She can really get you fired up. I mean, there could be some passion there that you're missing out on.
No. And then, to make matters worse, when I get home, I see an email from her insurance company saying that they are disputing whose fault the accident was.
What?
Oh.
So
But
now,
that might not be her. That may just be her insurance company.
Maybe, but she was joking about it, and then I found that out.
Yeah.
So I want nothing to do with her.
okay. Well, that's unfortunate because she is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now. So
Hey, Ross.
Oh, my God.
I was just joking. I thought it was funny, you know?
Yeah, maybe one time would have been funny, but 6, 7, 8, however many times it kept coming up, it wasn't funny. It was annoying.
It
and
was
untrue.
not that frequent. And you know that. It was not that frequent. I mean, maybe I just read that you thought it was funny. I mean, come on. Like, people get wrecks all the time. And it's kind of funny that it played out this way. I thought it would be funny to, like, say that's how we met, you know?
Yeah, it's how we met, but you're getting the facts wrong, okay? It wasn't my fault. You rear-ended me. It was clearly your fault.
I mean, it was kind of your fault.
Oh, wow.
Like,
No, it wasn't. There was no kinda. There was zero fault on my. You rear-ended me. That's how that works.
oh, come on. Don't be like that. Like, you know you were trying to hit me. I mean, a little part of you did want to hit me. Like, let's
Are you
admit it.
are you crazy?
I saw. I remember when you look in the rearview mirror and there was a face, and then, like I'm in the back of your car.
See, these are the kind of jokes that annoyed me on the dates, and that you're still doing them.
Ross, are you sure that you didn't see a cute girl in your rearview mirror and slam on your brakes, just hoping that her car would end up in the back of yours?
Right. I mean, I thought it was kind of charming.
I see what you're doing. You are trying to get me angry again, like you did before, and that's
Oh, yeah?
why I stopped the date.
I mean, you thought I was beautiful and I cried, right?
Yeah, you're a very pretty girl. That's correct. That's good for you.
Yeah.
This is not a game, okay? This is a legal matter. There are repercussions coming. This is not funny, okay? Stop trying to play it off like we're teenagers.
Come on, Ross. I mean, we all have to admit it's not all black and white. Sometimes there's a gray area, and sometimes, you know, like we all have to take a little bit of the blame. You know, it's not that. big a deal.
No, that's not how life works. That's not how that works at all. We live in a society with laws. Certain people are at fault and at certain incidences, and you are not getting it.
Cassie's just messing. Cassie's trolling you now, Ross. You realize that, right?
Yeah, you're all trolling me. You're all this is crazy.
You're kind of funny when you're mad, though, Ross. I mean, I kind of get where it's a little fun.
Why is everyone laughing? I'm losing my mind over here, and you guys are having a great old time.
You're just getting so upset. I mean,
Calm down.
she's just joking with you.
And that's the point. It is not a laughing matter. Okay? This is not funny. What
No.
the hell is so? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because you're getting so mad and you don't have to.
I'm getting mad because you hit me and you're not admitting it. And now I'm having to fight about it with insurance companies.
Oh.
Oh, Ross. gotta stop focusing on that stuff. The courts are gonna handle it. Let's just focus on you and me and the good time we had.
There is no you and me. You and me aren't. That doesn't happen.
It can happen, Ross. If you'll go out with her again, will you go out with Cassie?
That is not going to happen.
Come on, one more time. Just go out with Cassie, and we'll pay for your second date.
Pay for a second date so you can make fun of me all over again on the radio? I don't think so.
Come on, Ross.
I will side with him a little bit where I'm sure you're having to spend a lot of time on the phone with insurance companies, and that can be a little upsetting.
You don't have to talk to them. You could talk to me.
I'm talking to you right now, and it's not going well for me.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We got an email into the show that said, if I had to describe my date in one word, it would be awkward.
Okay. I mean, this is right up our alley.
I didn't even have to read anymore after
Yeah.
that. I was like, yes, I'm tired of hearing about gushy romantic dates from people. Let's just call this train wreck. Give us a real challenge. And that's the story of how Aaron got on the phone with us today. Aaron, thanks for being with us, you little dumpster fire, you.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, is it? Aaron, I never understand. If your date is described as awkward, why do you want to call this person?
I need like a restart, like a redo.
Oh, it's your fault. I hear what you're saying. It's your fault it was awkward.
That's what all the train wrecks say. Wish we could just do this over again.
To be honest, it really wasn't like my fault, her fault. It just was a really, really bad situation.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Man.
So tell us a little bit about what happened. First, start with the girl. What's her name?
Okay, so her name's Monica.
Okay, where'd
Okay.
you meet her?
I just met her off a dating app.
Okay.
Okay. What'd you guys do?
Yeah, it was just like a normal coffee date, and to be honest, it just really ended up to be messed up. It sucked.
Coffee dates are like the safest dates you can have. They're not very long.
No, but if they get your drink wrong, ooh, train wreck.
Yeah.
Right, Jeff?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean-
2 pumps of vanilla instead of 4.
Oh, I'm never calling her again.
You can add a little something extra to that coffee, pour a little something in, make it a little extra fun. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
No?
Oh, you're talking about alcohol.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Okay.
I thought that was sly.
This is what happened, guys. This is what happened. I had no control over this at all. Most awkward thing ever to happen to me in my life on a date.
Okay.
Ooh,
What
I wanna
was it?
hear.
Take a girl to a coffee shop thinking safe coffee date, whatever, right? End up getting there, do the window, and who do I see? My ex-girlfriend works at the coffee shop.
Oh,
no.
You honestly had no idea?
Dude, I didn't know anything about this. Trust me. My heart drops, butterflies. I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is insane. This is really happening. Anyways, I try to play it off, okay? I really just try to keep it cool. I pay for our drinks. We sit down. We wait for our drinks, right? She's kind of looking at us, and then I'm kind of looking, but then I'm trying to participate in this date, but I'm totally distracted by this other situation that just arose.
So, hold on. Did you tell your date about the fact that your ex is working as a...
No, I'm just meeting this person for pretty much the first time ever. If I do that, it'd be like red flags. I'd probably never, ever see this.
Good thing
Well,
you
and
know.
your ex is pissed. Your ex is also mad at you at this point.
Yeah.
I'm a little frustrated myself because I'm caught in this limbo. But look, I try to play it cool, whatever. Anyways, she comes and brings the coffee to us.
Oh, yeah, she does.
I was going to be like, did she not notice you?
If I was in this situation, I was at work, I would have my coworker, hey, I'm in a situation,
my
I see
God.
my ex.
She just wanted the extra tip for good service, probably.
Yeah.
She goes off not only to do this, but then starts letting me know about where she's at in life, why she took on this job, and just starts going off. And then the whole time that my ex is just ranting, I'm just I'm looking at Monica. Monica's looking at me. I'm looking at my ex. Everyone's kind of looking. I don't even know what to do.
I mean, at this point, Monica knows that this is your ex, right? Is Monica pissed?
I mean, she was understanding, but it was just weird,
Did she believe you that you didn't know that the ex worked there?
I hope.
I wouldn't believe you.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
either.
Would you believe him?
No,
I
I
don't
wouldn't
even
believe
think
him.
of that.
Because
No.
if I was you, Aaron, and I had seen my ex in the coffee shop, I would have been like, oh, hey, by the way, maybe we should go across the street to the other coffee shop instead of sitting
You're
down.
right. I should have just totally left. Yeah.
Or just like, hey, my stomach hurts. I don't want coffee. Let's go for a walk.
Mhm.
Like anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, after the situation had happened where she dropped off the drinks and I explained the situation to Monica, I asked her if she felt comfortable and wanted to leave, and she said, no, it's okay, we can stay. So
So how much longer were you there with Monica?
we were there for probably like 20, 30 minutes, to be honest, and we moved to outside to give some personal space, from my ex. But I could just see her, I could feel her energy. I can see her looking at me, man. It's like the neighborhood watch,
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you cannot blame her for this one. I would
totally
be
do that.
staring.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Oh, this is such bad timing.
And Aaron,
oh my gosh.
I have something else that I need to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Your ex is actually in the room with us right now. She wants to talk with you. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just playing
Joking,
around.
Aaron.
We're going to play a song.
Okay, cool, because I just kind of want to move forward in my life, not go back.
Well, let's do that. We'll play a song, we'll come back, and we'll call your date Monica for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update, all right?
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Hey, hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we've got a guy named Aaron on the phone, and I got to say, I am so proud of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Already?
We haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
No, we did.
What?
We made it through a whole part one about a coffee date and didn't make a single coffee pun.
Well, why would we?
That's just what we do, I feel
Oh,
like.
okay.
Do you know how many puns we could have made in that first part?
I mean, it's
Not a
grounds-
latte?
It's grounds for
Yeah,
this.
a whole latte.
Yeah.
A whole lot of puns. But, okay, we've ruined it now.
Okay.
Yeah, we all tried to say one at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
We're not very good at our jobs.
No, we're not.
So maybe we should just talk to Aaron.
We should talk or we should vent, hey?
Okay.
Aaron?
Let's
Okay.
stop.
It's officially the worst second date ever. I'm sorry, Aaron.
That's your fault, Jeffrey. I
Yeah.
want you to take the blame for that, and I want you to apologize to everyone.
I do. But if you're just tuning in and you missed the first part, Aaron took out a girl named Monica to a coffee date. And the really awkward thing about it was that Aaron's ex-girlfriend worked as a barista there. He claims he didn't know that beforehand.
Yeah.
But she even delivered them their food and their drinks, told them about why she was working as a barista there. It got really awkward really quick.
Aaron, what do you think your biggest mistake was here?
To be honest, I don't know where to start. I don't know what I did wrong.
Too many things.
I would say walking through the door when you saw your ex was inside. Yeah.
Now I got this tainted narrative where people think I'm a player or something.
No, no one thinks that. They just think you're an idiot.
I think you're a player, bro.
I was just trying to live a life and go on a nice, healthy date. That's it.
All right,
All right.
Aaron, I feel you.
All right, playa, let's
Playa,
call this
playa.
girl for you and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's dial the number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Monica, please?
this is her.
Hi, Monica. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
I'm sorry, you're what?
I'm a radio host.
Show some respect.
Yeah. And I host the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
He's also a sassy pants.
Yeah, he's all sassy.
Okay, are you sure you meant to call me? I don't know, I'm at work.
You don't listen to our show, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we meant to call you.
Yeah. We're doing something called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if the person isn't calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
And so somebody emailed us about you recently. His name's Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you remember Aaron?
How could you forget Aaron?
Well, I don't know.
So Aaron told us that he took you out on a date recently. He admits didn't go quite the way that he saw it going, but he really had a good time with you and is hoping to see you again.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It was kind of an interesting situation.
Yeah, I mean, what he really wants is a redo of the date because he said that when he went there, his ex happened to be working as a barista, something that he didn't know going into this.
Do you believe him that he didn't know that his ex was working there?
Oh, man. I mean, I don't think he intentionally took me there, but
he got there before me, so, like, there's no possible way that he could have not seen her, and, like, I don't understand why we stayed there. You know what I mean? Like, we could have gone anywhere else.
Yeah,
totally.
But she was wearing like a different outfit, so maybe it like blended into the background where he didn't notice.
I just think that he made it.
No, I agree. You don't walk into a coffee shop and look at every single employee and dissect
Yeah,
their face.
you just see green apron, green apron, green apron, and it kind of blends in.
Yeah, when an X is out, it's like a beacon, okay? It's like you're a moth, and then the X is the light, and you go to the X no matter what. It's the first thing you see no matter what.
Well, I think that's some like personal issues that you guys have.
I'm telling you.
Anyway,
Monica will back me too.
let's bring it back to the date. So, Monica, are you telling us that was the problem for your date, that you were turned off because his ex was there?
Awkward doesn't even begin to describe how weird it was.
Right.
Like, it was like she made the point to come over. She, brought us our drinks. And she kind of just like leaned like really hard into him and kind of just like went off.
The thing is, Aaron told us all that he's aware that all that happened and he's really remorseful. Wish that it never happened.
That part's true.
So,
I mean, he wanted to crawl under the table, I think, and just curl up in a ball.
Could you give him the benefit of the doubt there?
I mean, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
After this all happened, I felt like it was really weird and that there was something kind of missing, or I don't know. I felt like I had to kind of go back, and I ended up talking to his ex.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, something missing, like she forgot to put sugar into the coffee?
No,
Hold
Jeffrey.
up. No. You went back to the coffee shop and talked to the ex?
What?
Well, it was so weird because you could tell that like she wasn't over him, and that,
But why would you even put energy into that? I mean, what possibly could you talk to her about?
I mean, I just wanted to kind of hear her side of everything, and I didn't know if I was reading it wrong, and so I wanted to make sure, because if I was going to go out with him again, I didn't want to get in the way of something if there's the potential that they might get back together.
Are you playing like relationship counselor to them? Like, what did you say to her?
No.
I mean, we ended up talking, and she just, she really, really misses him. And it just, she was telling me about all these really romantic interactions that they had together. And it was a lot. And
what the hell is going on? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Well, hold on.
Are you nuts?
Yeah, hold on, Aaron.
I don't even like my ex-girlfriend. That's why she's my
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on. Monica, I needed to tell you that
crazy.
Aaron's been on the other line listening, and he heard everything that you said. Aaron, you're supposed to wait till we call you in.
Yeah, it's an organized thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That has to be the most
my God.
craziest thing that's happened to me in my life.
Okay, wait.
You think that I'm the crazy one? What are you even talking about?
You are out of your mind, girl. You're gnarly.
Wait, Aaron, you think she's crazy for going to talk to the ex at the coffee shop where you had your first date?
I would never do that to somebody. I would never do that.
No, wait. She likes you. So if she really likes you, she has an opportunity to make sure you're a cool guy.
Aaron, you're the one that introduced her to your ex.
By accident.
No, what do you mean introduced? She just ended up being at the coffee shop. I didn't introduce. What?
Monica, what are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I think the fact that he's calling me crazy when this whole entire scenario was his fault is ridiculous. And I don't think I'm being crazy, because I think that it's kind of a girl code thing. Like, I'm not going to get in the middle of two people that, have the potential of getting back together.
What do you mean girl code? I'm not with her anymore. I'm hanging out with you. Like,
dude,
like
you
a real girl.
to her work. What do you want me to say? Like, you
Gnarly.
saw her, and then we still continued to have a date there in front of her.
You're telling me that. I don't want to go out on a date.
Okay,
I don't have
so-
to. I regret.
Aaron, we're not there yet. Hold on.
So wait, Monica, are you still talking to Aaron's ex?
Oh, God.
No, I'm not talking to her right now, but obviously, like, we've been texting. Like, it's...
Are you nuts?
What are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about Aaron and, like, how amazing and beautiful their relationship was together, and how it could still be amazing if they decided to move forward. Like, it's really... My heart goes out to her. It's never... she's obviously not over him.
Oh, but he's over her.
Yeah, I don't think Erin is interested anymore. I feel like you're kind of gaslighting her, giving her hope where there's not hope.
I mean, I'm just listening. You know, I'm being a sounding board for her, and she's just kind of talking through stuff with me, and that's fine with me.
Okay.
Can I have any say in my love life here? I mean, this sounds kooky.
No. You're not allowed to do that, Aaron.
Hey, we're trying to talk about your love life now, so be quiet.
Yeah.
I mean,
You both sound a little cuckoo, but sometimes that works out.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Erin, I mean, do you have any lasting feelings for your ex?
No, and now knowing this girl sounds like I think you guys should hang out.
Oh, that's a great idea. Actually, you know what, Aaron? I would like to offer you and Monica and your ex to go out on another date.
A three-way date.
We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I know a great coffee shop.
There we go.
Come on,
Monica's on board.
You know, taking you to that coffee shop, knowing that you went back to talk to my ex, now being on the radio, this has to be by far now the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I'm glad we could do that for you, Erin.
You're welcome. We're memorable.
Yeah.
Wow, Erin, you really do make bad decisions, don't you?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Weekdays 6 till 10.
1049 Virgin Radio. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Mike is on the phone for a second date update right now. He wants to call a girl named Samantha, who he met at a friend's party, but not necessarily to get a second date. I'm sure Mike would like one, but his email says he's more just concerned for her safety.
Really?
Oh, no.
And wants to make sure that she's okay. Mike, how are you?
Hey, Jubal, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for your email. Tell us a little bit about Samantha, the girl that you want to call today.
Well, I met her at my friend's party, and like right away, there was just something about her. Like she was really cool, down to earth. We were like drinking, have a good time. So we like exchanged numbers, and it's like really hard for me to ask girls out. I know it's just always kind of been hard for me. So I finally worked with the cards to do it, and I got tickets to a show, and I asked her if she wanted to come.
So that took a lot of courage.
But you never made it to your show, did you?
No, I took her to dinner first. We went to this Chinese place, and it's like another weird, I don't know why I picked that place. Like, I'm really terrible with chopsticks, but
That is something to think about.
she helped me with my chopsticks, and during dinner, she went to the bathroom, and when she came back, it was like 10 minutes later, and she was soaking wet. She was really sweaty.
Oh my gosh.
And she said she ate something weird, and she was like hunched over, and she looked pretty terrible. Like I was like, oh my god.
So it was like food poisoning.
Yeah, I guess some kind of food poisoning. I mean, I didn't get what she had, so.
There was no like allergic reaction where it looked like her throat was going to swell at any moment and her face was blowing up.
No, it looked more like a stomach thing. It looked like she had eaten something bad, and like she was sweating. Like she looked like she had been poisoned.
Okay, and you didn't look her in the eye and go, hey, tough it out, sit down, finish the date. We still have to go to a play later. I bought tickets to a show. I'm going to waste money now. You realize that? Sit down.
And you have to finish that meal that maybe poisoned you.
You didn't do that?
No. I thought she was like really sick, so I stopped the date and I offered to drive her to the doctor, but she just wound up taking a cab, and I told her I'd text her later to see if she was all right, and I did, and that was 4 days ago, and I haven't heard from her since.
Have you tried to call her at all?
I don't know. I feel like kind of awkward about doing that because I feel like maybe I don't know. Like I hope she's okay. Like maybe she's still sick. Like I don't know. I just kind of.
Have you checked with your friends since you guys met at their party?
She doesn't really know them. She was just at the party, so
Okay.
my friends don't even know her.
All right, so you just more want to find out if she's alive.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if I hope she's okay.
Now, let me ask you this. What would be better if we call her and we can't get her on the phone because she's deathly ill still? Or we get her on the phone and she just didn't want to go out with you again, so she faked being sick?
Well, like, obviously I hope she's not deathly ill, but that would suck if she's sweating me.
Hey, come on. Is there any props to her if she can fake sweating?
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Mike, that you think could have happened on your date where she didn't like you? I mean, from the sounds of it, she just got sick and she might not be ready to call you back.
No, I mean, maybe maybe it was the chopstick thing. I don't know. Some girls are weird about that.
That's usually a big cause
Deal
of
breaker.
somebody not getting a call back. I doubt it's the chopstick thing, Mike. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and hopefully we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I think you're good. I don't think there's anything you did on this date that could come back to hurt you. You just told us how you took this girl out for dinner and she got sick halfway through and had to leave and hasn't been calling you back. You're concerned if maybe she's sick and like in the hospital or something, and that's why she hasn't called you back. I think she's probably embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you did anything wrong on your date.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, either that or she's dead.
Oh,
And either way, not your fault.
We'll get close.
Yeah, not your fault, no matter what, Mike. All right, man. Are you about ready to call her and see if we can get her on the phone?
Yeah, let's do it.
What was the last thing you said to her as she left the restaurant with possible food poisoning?
I just told her I would text her to make sure she was all right.
Okay.
And you haven't gotten any response from her at all?
No, nothing. So I hope she's fine.
Yeah, I think Jubal's right. I'd be humiliated.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm sure she spent a little bit longer in the bathroom than she probably wanted to.
I get
After a
nervous
while.
even with my girlfriend like over a year. I still get nervous when I go on a date and I'm in the bathroom too long. I think she's going to think I'm blowing this place up when I'm not. So maybe she's just embarrassed, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go. I'll call her right now.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Samantha, please?
this is Samantha.
Hey, Samantha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Nothing.
Do you listen to our show, Samantha?
No, well, not usually.
Oh, that's too bad. Because somebody actually sent us an email about you.
Okay.
You recently went out with one of our listeners. He enjoyed your date. I guarantee that you didn't enjoy the date very much. But you haven't been calling him back after he's texted you a few times, and he wants to know why. His name is Mike.
Oh my God.
And
I remember Mike.
he told us about your date and how you got sick halfway through dinner.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your date? Why don't you tell us from your perspective how your date went?
He's really nice. Mike is nice.
That's not how your date went, though.
Well, I got sick. I just had to go. So,
How sick were you?
I couldn't stay.
Okay. Is that the reason you're not calling him back? I mean, why won't you get back to him? He says he's texted you even just to check and see if you're all right. He's actually more concerned for your health and everything else than even getting a second date at this point.
Well, it was we didn't even finish a first date. So
Right.
Why is he so concerned?
Samantha, if I were to go out on a date with you, if you were that lucky, and you got sick halfway through and then weren't calling me back, I would be concerned about you. I'd be wondering if you were okay, and that's pretty much what Mike wants to know because he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you haven't been calling him back.
You can tell Mike that I'm fine.
Because
I'm fine.
you just sound so hesitant about this whole thing. Were you really legitimately sick?
I mean, why does it matter? Yeah. Why does it matter?
Whenever a girl says she's fine, she's never
Not fine. Yeah. So what's the truth, Samantha? Why don't you want to call Mike back?
If I'm being completely honest, there was other stuff going on, so I had to deal with it.
But you had
There was other stuff going on.
There's stuff happening that night that I needed to take care of, so I just needed to go.
Okay, so did you make up the sick thing to get out of the date then?
I mean, kind of.
I know.
Job well done. Because
You did?
The way he describes it, it was believable.
You did? You made up being sick to get out of the date?
Well, I had to go, and I didn't. I mean, it was just a spur of the moment thing. It was an instinctual, I just need to go. I feel bad. Oh, I feel bad.
Why couldn't
Samantha-
you just be honest about it, though? What was so embarrassing or secretive? that you
It was personal, so I thought okay, I'll just spare him the details. I'm just gonna go.
Samantha, I know this is a weird phone call to receive, and I appreciate you staying on the phone with us, but can you just tell us what it is? Because Mike wants to know. He's been like going crazy trying to figure out what if he did something wrong on the date or if you were sick and if he could help you out in any way. What else was going on?
This is like a way bigger deal than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this other guy that I was really excited about going out with.
Uh-huh.
And I actually got a text from him while we were in dinner, and I went to the bathroom to check it out, and it was like, literally he had like 2 hours to hang out, and then he was leaving to go to Korea for like a month right after that. And so like, I mean, that was the only time I could see him, and we had like a thing going on, but I didn't know if I would see him again.
Dude, that's low, Samantha.
That sucks.
Now you make me look like the complete villain.
Well, come on, dude. You went into the bathroom and ditched the guy for somebody that you thought was better.
That's why I didn't say anything. Or what to say.
It's awful.
What do you think Mike would say if he heard that?
It would suck. I mean, I think that's why I didn't want to say anything to him, because he's really nice and he's very sweet. I feel like it would really hurt his feelings.
I feel like we should find out from Mike.
Oh, God.
Don't you, Samantha?
No, I don't think we should.
What if I told you it's too late and Mike is actually on the other line listening?
Are you serious?
Hi, Samantha.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you heard all of that. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I was just like.
Seriously? But I don't understand. Like,
you.
why agree to go out with me at all if you already, like, how many boyfriends do you have?
It's not like that at all. It's not. I mean, I don't do that. Like, I don't.
Well, but you did it. I don't. Why? I don't. You did it to me.
I was trying to protect you. See, this whole thing wasn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah, but like you're a liar. You put on a whole show for me.
I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? Come back to the table and say, like, oh, shoot, I gotta go. Like, I'm gonna go out with this other guy because he's leaving, and like the whole story, and then like, sorry, bye. Would do it like that?
No, like, I don't know why. Why did you even like if this guy was like leaving anyway? Why are you seeing me the night before? Like, when you're gonna bail on me, regardless. Like, why? Like, what are you?
I didn't know that I was gonna bail on you. I didn't even think I was gonna see him again. To be honest,
dude.
That's all you got?
I don't know why you're so hung up on this, because it's like we had like a date.
So, like, just lie to somebody.
Sometimes people say things to make things better when it's better in the end that you don't know the actual truth.
How are you justifying this? If one of your girlfriends went through the same thing with a dude, you would have so many horrible names for that person.
Like, yeah, it would be up, and like everybody would have a lot of great conversation to have over coffee the next
But
morning.
you're not even sorry.
I mean, what am I supposed to say at this point? I'm not sorry. I mean, I'm sorry if you're upset, Mike. I'm sorry if you're hurt. I didn't mean to, because that's why I did what I did.
Like, I literally thought you were dying from food poisoning, but you were really just shacked up with some other guy who got knows what, and, like, I'm worrying about you.
Mike, we didn't even finish a whole date. We were there for, like, 45 minutes. 45 minutes of your life has impacted you so intensely that you have to, like, draw it out like this.
I can't believe this.
Hey, Samantha, are you still seeing that dude? The one that went to Korea? Are you guys, like... I mean, I know he's gone, but are you guys still seeing each other?
I don't know. We'll see what happens when he gets back.
He does not care about you. If he was going to Korea and he knew it was the last night to hang out with you, he wouldn't have just called you that night. He would have planned something.
Yeah.
Like, the dude doesn't like you that much, Samantha.
Or maybe, Samantha, he's telling you a little white lie, and he's actually just in town this whole time.
That would be really up.
Really?
Well, since that dude's gone, Samantha, I would love to ask you if you'd go out with Mike one more time. Just give it another shot. Would you like to go out on a date with Mike? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I don't really want to go on a date with Samantha.
Mike, I'm asking
anymore.
Samantha right now, Mike. Samantha, would you like to go out with Mike?
No. No.
Mike, you're not interested in going out with Samantha again, I take it?
She's a liar. No.
You're like a mind reader, Jubal.
Yeah, I don't know how I figured that out.
So are we good? Like, can I go? Because I need to, like, do my life and stuff.
Yeah, Samantha, thank you for your time. Thank you for your honesty.
Oh, my God.
I appreciate it. Have a good one, okay?
Bye.
Oh.
Dude, she's a
There you
piece
go,
of
Mike.
Work.
Well, up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got your answer. I told you at the beginning of this, there's no way it could possibly go wrong for you. Proving once again my track record of being right. Not so good.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
In today's second date update, we're going to solve a mystery. The curious case of the date that wasn't really a date.
What?
Or was it a date?
What?
Nobody knows, including Darren, who's on the phone for a second date update right now.
Uh-oh.
Darren, your email says that you're really confused on if you were on a date or not.
Yes, hi guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for your email. So tell us about the situation. What's the girl's name that you want to call, by the way?
Renee.
Renee, okay. And tell us a little bit about Renee.
Well, we were friends for a few months. We met, and I really liked her. She's really cute, but I didn't necessarily feel like there was any chance that she'd want to go out.
Okay.
But we did have some mutual friends in a play,
Okay.
and so we were just hanging out, and I was like, hey, there's only one night left to see this thing. Why don't we just go ahead and go together? She's like, great. So at this point, I'm like, it's not a date. We're just friends.
Okay, so you thought you were just two friends hanging out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
So how did everything go at the play?
So everything goes fine. We had a great conversation. We enjoyed the show, whatever. So I take her back home, and when we get back to her apartment, instead of just saying goodnight, she invites me in.
Okay. That's a good sign, right?
Yeah, that's like the biggest sign.
Anytime a friend of mine has invited me into their apartment, stuff always happens.
Yeah. I mean, no, but yeah. So I still wasn't thinking that it was romantic at all.
Okay.
I just thought, okay, yeah, she just wants to hang out some more. Great. And she said something about cooking me dinner.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that starts to sound like a date to me.
A little friendlier.
Yeah, but at this point, I wasn't trying to put anything on it. I didn't want to make it weird. I was like, okay, dinner, great.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on. Just to clarify, were you actually interested in her before this night?
I mean, yeah, I thought she was really cute.
Okay, so when she made you dinner, you were probably like, sweet.
Yeah, I was. And I thought, worst case scenario, I get free dinner.
Right? It's a win-win.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So we go up, she cooks me dinner, we eat, and then she goes, do you want to watch a movie?
Wow. All right.
Dude.
Yeah, this all sounds like more than a friend experience. That sounds like a date to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I started thinking at this point.
Okay.
When I started putting it all together, okay, she said yes to go into the play. She invited me into her house. She cooked me dinner, and now she wants to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great date.
Okay.
So then she puts on a movie. I don't even remember what movie it was at this point. I'm not thinking about it. It was a movie. I'd never heard of it. I don't care. I'm not even thinking about the movie.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not even watching. You're just in your head like, oh, my God, I'm on a date with her. I'm on a date.
Yeah, I would have watched an hour of a freeze frame of a pencil at this point. I didn't care.
All right. That's cool. That's exciting. Then you had to feel happy about that.
Yeah. So then she says, let me go change.
Okay.
What?
So I'm sitting on the couch. She goes into her bedroom, and then she comes out in basically pajamas, but kind of like, you know how sometimes women like to sleep in boxer shorts and a T-shirt?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she's wearing.
So she goes to change and then comes back in something skimpy.
Yes.
All right.
Almost skimpy,
That's pretty
right?
intimate, though, to be in her sleeping clothes.
Yes. That's at this point, I'm like, oh my God, yes, this is a date.
Sweet. So you said in your email that you're not sure, though. Why? I mean, this is definitely a date.
Okay, so she sits down on the couch next to me, like real close next to me, and she puts a blanket over both of us.
Okay.
And so halfway through this movie that I'm not even paying attention to, I think, well, if I don't do something, I'm going to lose the opportunity.
Right.
So did you make a move?
So I do the thing where I kind of put my hand on the opposite side of her face, the side opposite for me,
Wait,
and I
what?
kind of draw
You
her
do the
in.
thing. Okay. You started that, and I was like, so you do your trick and you just grab her face? Is that what you do?
No. You know, like you kind of put your hand like gently on her chin or something,
Okay.
and just kind of guide her face towards yours. I wasn't like you know.
Yeah. All right. So trying to get a kiss.
Yeah. And she turns her face towards mine, just sort of guided by my hand, and then all of a sudden, she starts making this noise and turning away from me, and she's just going mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
Oh, no.
Like that.
Okay.
And so I take my hand off of her chin, and then we just watch the rest of this stupid movie. And now I'm going, she didn't want to kiss me.
Did she bring it up to you at all? Did she mention anything about it?
No, she didn't say a word, and I mean, I left pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, that would be pretty embarrassing.
I give you it's a bold move to go in for that kiss, but it's like the worst case scenario that you get rejected.
Yeah, it was really awkward. And I asked her if she wanted to talk about what had happened the other night, and she said no.
Just like no other explanation.
Yeah, she just said no, nothing else.
Wow. Okay, and is that the last thing you've heard from her, or have you guys tried to talk about it at all?
No, we haven't talked about it at all.
Yikes.
Dude, I don't know. I just think you misread the situation.
Now I really want to do the second part of the second date update because I do have to know if this was a date or not.
Yeah, well, believe me too.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Great.
I got Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update. And we don't know if it's a date, actually, still. We're trying to figure that out. If you missed the first part, Darren is on the phone, and he wants to call Renee. Renee is a friend of his, and they went out one night to see a play and then got back to her house. And she made him dinner and then decided to watch a movie together. And she got in, like, her boxer shorts and put a blanket over him. And then at that point, he was like, this is awesome. I'm on a date with Renee now. And so they were in the middle of the movie, and he tried to kiss her, and that's when she said no. And she hasn't talked to him since.
Ouch.
So we're still not really sure if that was even a date, but we do know that Renee is pissed at him for some reason.
It's so confusing. My one question, though, is when she got into her boxer outfit, makeup on or took the makeup off?
You're asking if she had makeup on?
Yeah.
She was in a t-shirt and boxers. I have no idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
good point.
Maybe I should
At
have
that
asked
point,
if-
you're not really paying attention.
I should have asked if she had a bra on. Is maybe the better question for you.
I can tell you that. She did not.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
man, that is some mixed signals,
I
girlfriend.
know. All right. Well, I'm going to call her right now and see if we can get an answer. You ready?
Please.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Renee, please?
This is her.
Hey, what's up, Renee? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
The radio?
Well, I'm a person. But yes.
I love you guys. I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh,
Really?
that's awesome,
Oh, okay.
Renee.
Well, yeah,
Thank
this is
you.
the radio show. It is Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you listen to us all the time, then you probably heard a second date update before, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wait, you guys are calling me about a date that I went on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been on any dates with anyone.
Oh, all right. Well, that kind of
right.
answers the question for us then, because Darren, who I guess is your buddy, thought that maybe you were on a date the other day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, he emailed us because he said that when you guys went out, he thought it turned into a date.
Oh.
And then he told us about how he tried to kiss you and you turned him down, and then he left and you haven't talked to him since.
Yeah, it's just kind of awkward.
Okay.
So you never really liked Darren in that way, is what you're saying?
I mean, he's cute. I've always thought Darren was cute, but what did he tell you guys?
Well, he said that you guys went out to see a play and then went back to your place, and then that's when he started feeling like you guys were on a date because you made him dinner and then got in like your sleeping stuff and then put a blanket over you guys to watch a movie. It all sounded very date-ish to me.
I mean, yeah, all that happened, but at first it was just friends hanging out.
Oh, so wait. You mean at first, like, you had intentions at some point, your intentions switched from friends to something else?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so you guys were both on the same page at some point.
We were having fun, and I was just kind of going with things. At some point, I thought this could be a date.
Okay. So why aren't you calling him back then?
Oh my gosh. Things got so awkward at the end of the night.
Okay.
Wait, during the kiss, like you didn't want to kiss him? That's when it got awkward?
I can't believe he told you about that.
Oh my God.
It's not embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for him because you shot him down big time, it sounds like.
Well, it was just so awkward. We were watching this movie, and the family dog had just died.
What?
And it was a Shih Tzu like I used to have when I was a kid, and I started crying. And then he just, like, put his hand on my face in this weird way.
Oh, my God.
It was just such a weird way and time to kiss someone.
Oh, he didn't know.
Wait, so he kissed you when you were crying over the death of the dog in the movie?
Yes.
Did he notice that you were crying?
Obviously, he didn't. I mean, who tries to kiss someone after a dog just dies in a movie?
Hey, I don't know what his thing is. You know, that could be his thing.
No.
Oh, that's not a thing.
I know who does know, Renee.
Oh, my gosh. I forgot. Is he on the phone right now?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Hey, Renee.
Oh, hey, Darren.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so, yeah, bad timing on my part.
Yeah.
To say the least.
To be fair, as soon as I saw you in what you were wearing, I wasn't even paying attention to the movie. And I didn't know that a dog died in that movie.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, a dog died in that movie right before you tried to kiss me. There was a child crying.
Yeah, I feel really bad. I had no idea that you were kind of in an emotional place when I did that.
God, Jared.
God.
So I guess now we can understand why she was like, no, don't kiss me. Don't kiss me.
It definitely makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Well, I feel kind of bad now because I haven't been responding to your text messages.
I know, I'm wondering that too. I mean, like, yeah, bad timing on a kiss, but it's not a reason not to call somebody back.
It was just so weird and so awkward. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool? If you gave me a second chance, maybe we got together and watched another movie. This time, maybe it could be Beethoven. The dog lived the whole time.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
See, observant. He is observant.
Renee, would you like to go out on another date with Darren? We'll pay for it.
Come on.
I would. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Really?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and this will be a date the whole way through?
The whole time, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I know we don't want to replicate the first date, but can you still wear that outfit?
You tried to kiss me after a dog died. Don't push your luck, okay, Darren?
Yeah, Darren, tread lightly. All right, well, congratulations. You guys got a second date.
Thanks. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. And Darren, next time you try to kiss her right before it, FaceTime me so I can let you know if it's okay.
I'll have you on speed dial.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I'll totally date that guy. Movies about dead dogs don't bother me one bit. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. That was obviously taped while Brooke was still here. Brooke is out on maternity leave and Jackie is filling in. But if you missed today's second date update, this dude named Darren wanted to call a girl named Renee. They're actually kind of friends.
Yeah.
And they were hanging out one night at what he thought was a friend date. And then it got more serious after they were done, like, watching a play and stuff. They went back to her place. She made dinner, and then she got into her comfy clothes, got on the couch, put a blanket over both of them, and then he was like, oh, my God, this is an actual date.
I've got to make my move.
I'm getting
And
the hint.
so they were sitting there watching a movie, and he says he was so nervous he wasn't really paying attention to much, just wondering when he was going to make his move. Then he leaned over to kiss her, and she said, no. And then it was awkward after that, and he left. And she wasn't calling back, and he was wondering why. Well, we found out the reason that she wasn't calling him back was because during the movie, there was a dog that died, like the family dog, whatever movie they were watching, and she was
Poor
kind
dog
of
always
crying a
dies.
little bit. And that's the moment that he went in for the kiss. As soon as her tears started to flow from the dead dog.
Yeah, that's just really bizarre timing. Like, that's not smart.
Yeah, that's just really bad timing. Like, oh, I can see that you're all broken up about this. Hey, screw that dog, though.
Yeah.
And screw your crying. Let's make out.
Maybe like, I do feel like maybe in some people's minds they think I'm gonna comfort you.
Yeah.
But then it seems creepy.
Yeah, and that's even creepier if you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they're vulnerable, and then you're going in.
Yeah, let me wipe that tear away and then just move in on
Let me
the.
wipe the tear away with my tongue.
Yeah, how about I just kiss those tears off your cheek? So she felt awkward and wasn't calling him back. We got him on the phone. They talked about it, and he told her that he didn't mean to try to kiss her after the dog had died. And they decided to go on another date, an actual date.
Yay!
That could work out.
Where they both know it's a date.
Yeah, really rare that we actually have a successful second date update where the two agree to go out. And they did actually agree to go out. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke.
You know, a lot of times we do second date updates to find out what couples have been up to since they agreed to go out again. But rarely, actually never, have we ever done one with a pair who said they had no interest in seeing each other for a second time.
Oh, that's true.
Because it's hard to do an update on something that never happened. Yeah, so that is until today. We could not believe we got an email from one particular couple. We'll play the audio for you and then get the brand new update from them right afterwards in your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every guy knows this feeling. You're walking through the mall, just looking around, doing some shopping, grooving out to the music. Maybe gonna head over to PacSun and pick up some new flip-flops for a vacation you haven't scheduled yet. Who knows, man? It's crazy. You're at the mall, and then you look over there and you're like, oh, hello. Is that a lady?
There's probably a lot of them at the mall.
So you go up and talk to that attractive lady. Ask her a question, introduce yourself, tell her she looks beautiful. And she doesn't answer you. So you're like, man, she's playing hard to get. So you just keep talking, and you keep talking, and then all of a sudden, security comes and grabs you and takes you out of the store for harassing a mannequin. That happens to me on a lot of occasions. But apparently, in today's second date update, Kendra is on the phone. A guy came up and approached her in the mall, and Kendra is not a mannequin.
Well, that's
She
good.
is a real-life female woman.
Because this call would be really awkward if she was.
What's up, Kendra?
Hi, yes, it's true. I'm not the mannequin.
Nice. Yeah. So your email said that you met the dude you want to call today at the mall.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is like old school style at the mall.
Yeah, no online dating. Yeah. So I actually work at the mall. I work at a department store in the perfume section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you meeting men in the perfume section?
Well, it's sort of like a combination of perfumes and colognes. They're in the same area. So
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if he's buying perfume, do not believe him that it's for his mother.
Yeah. No, he came up to me and was asking me about like which cologne he should buy and what I'd recommend. And so I was giving him my thoughts on a few different ones. And he was like, well, what's your favorite one? And
Oh, that's a line right there. That is. Yeah, oh yeah. Anytime that I've ever hit on a woman at the mall, that's always what I do. Like, well, what shirt do you like best? Like,
Oh my God.
do you like the way these fit more? Like,
I would just take that as a sign of an indecisive person.
No.
I had no idea.
there's usually an ulterior motive, but they usually never pick up on it. They're like, well, I like that one, but honestly, that one shows a little bit of your love handle, so for your body frame, I wouldn't wear it. And they're like, all right. So he asked you what your favorite one is.
yeah, and I told him, and then he's like, great, I'll take that one. So after I ring him up, he was like, so I was wondering, if I wear this, will you go out with me?
Oh, that's kind of cute.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
And that's when you called mall security.
No, I mean, I thought it was really cute. And also it's like the fact that he bought it and then asked me out. You know, It's not like he was saying, well, you know, I'm only going to buy this if you go out with me kind of thing. Like he already bought it, which was really cool.
It would have been funny if you said no and then he returned it right there.
Oh, my God.
All right, so you guys agreed to go out. When did you actually have a date?
Like a few days after that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got dinner. And so, yeah, it was really nice. And he wore that cologne and he smelled really good.
So, I mean, obviously you're doing a second date update, so you like the guy. Were you pleasantly surprised, though? You'd known him for 2 seconds at your job when you're helping him out buy some cologne, and now you're at dinner with him.
I was surprised at how awesome our chemistry was. We had a really great conversation, and I guess I was really tickled at how we kind of played with each other. And
you got a tickle fight at the restaurant?
Gosh, yeah, a little play fight. That's what I heard too, Jubal.
Oh, well, no, I mean, not physically tickling, but, with our words, just, play jokes back and forth kind of thing.
Okay, so it was a lighthearted conversation.
Yeah. At one point, I had gotten a little worried because he started off saying, hey, I know this is just a first date, but I think I need to come clean about something.
Whoa.
That's not good.
Yeah,
that's
that's
got
usually not a
heavy.
good sign.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shoot, did you just come out of prison? Or,
yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
So he's like, I have to admit something. I actually was not interested in buying cologne. I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
I knew it. It just sounded like a line to me.
You're
So
right,
wait,
dude.
does that mean he had been to the department store before and kind of stalked you a little bit and seen
No,
you?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's more like he was, I don't know, passing by. Sometimes you're walking, through the entrance to get to another part, and then I guess he just saw me and then decided he wanted to talk to me.
That's a compliment, right?
Yeah.
When he said that to me, it was really, I don't know, flattering because he specifically, played this whole act to get to talk to me and ask me out.
Go back to your date. What happened?
So the date was going so well that we actually ended up sharing, and for me, this is something that's never happened before. We started talking a little bit about our future together.
What?
The
What do you
two of
mean?
you, or just in general?
Well, okay, so I was talking about my mom, and he was like, "Oh my God, that sounds just like my mom." And then we started sharing things about our moms, and we were like, "Oh my God, they're so similar. They would get along so well." And then he was like,
Whoa.
"Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if you met my mom."
What?
Wow.
Were you what was your reaction to that?
Well, to be honest, it didn't feel weird. It actually felt natural.
Good.
It just felt comfortable between the two of us. That's the one thing that I could think of as maybe he got spooked because we were already talking about a future and he already mentioned meeting his mom. But the thing is, I didn't bring that up. You know what I mean? That was his thing. He's the one who brought it up. So
He scared himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess scared himself. I don't know.
So maybe he read the situation differently than you. You're like, oh, this feels normal, and to him it might have felt awkward.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing that I can possibly think about.
Okay. How did everything end?
He walked me back to my car, and he just kind of stood there, and I thought he was gonna kiss me.
Uh-huh.
So I was trying to be open, ready to receive, but then
How does that happen? You just stand there with your legs and your arms open, kind of like a gingerbread man. In case this happens, I want you to know my body language. I'm wide open for it.
You sometimes have to be that direct with men.
No, I mean, I was just, ready for him to make a move, but then he just gave me a really big hug, and then he said, "Call me."
I don't think that's bad, though. I mean, some guys, either maybe he missed his moment, he felt like, or he doesn't kiss on the first date. Not all guys do.
Well, I mean, that's what I was thinking at first, but it's been 2 weeks now, and he hasn't responded to any of my texts.
I really want this to work out for you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Kendra is on the phone, and today she wants to call a guy named Ryan, who is not calling her back. And she really liked Ryan, mostly because they have the same mom.
No, that is
Yeah,
not true.
that's what she said.
No,
They have the same mom,
That's
and
not
so
what
she
she said.
really liked him, and they bonded. They went out to dinner and bonded at dinner, talking about their mothers, because she was like, my mom's like this, she's a crazy lady. And he was like, my mom's exactly the same way, she's a crazy lady too. We should totally have our moms meet. And I guess they had a really in-depth conversation about their families and future and all that stuff. But that's the reason she thinks she might not be getting a call back from Ryan, is because maybe he took it the other way and it seemed like a little too much too soon on their first date. Kendra, are you ready to call your kind of brother?
I'm ready to call Ryan.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and find out why he doesn't want to see you again, okay?
Okay.
Gosh, it sounds mean like that. Why he doesn't want to call you back. All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ryan, please?
This is him.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
Okay. I don't think I entered to win anything. Is this what this is about?
You didn't enter to win anything, no. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I haven't.
All right. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why.
That's kind of strange, but...
Yeah, and the girl that emailed us about you is named Kendra.
Oh. She emailed you?
Yeah, she emailed us because she said that she had a really good time with you, but you haven't responded to anything, so she asked us to get you on the phone and see if we could figure out why you don't want to go out with her again.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it.
Wait, so there's a reason?
Well, yeah, there's a reason. I mean, I'm not just some kind of ass who blows people off for no reason. Like, if I'd liked her, I would have called her back.
Yeah, and that's why she's confused, because she thought you liked her.
Oh, I'm sorry, that just wasn't the case.
What? I thought you liked her. I mean, the way she described it, it sounds like you were super into her.
I mean, I thought I liked her at the start, but by the end of the date, I was definitely questioning that.
So what changed then?
I really don't want to talk about it. Isn't this enough? Haven't I told you enough?
No, actually, you just have actually piqued our interest more, because you said there's a problem, but now we don't know what it is. See, here's the thing. She wants to know. She's been racking her brain. She's been thinking about you nonstop.
I really...
She sounds like a really nice person.
Can you at least just do her the favor?
If she really wants to know, you can just tell her that it was when we started talking about our families. She'll know what that means.
Honestly, I don't think she will, because when we talked to her, she said that when you guys started talking about your moms and your families, that was when you both perked up and thought everything was even better.
No, that's when things really took a turn. That was not.
What? She said that you were like, our moms should meet.
Yeah, at that point I thought everything was going really well, but then she got a little rude about the family thing. She did a little too far.
She like rip on your mom?
No. Basically, we were talking about family, and we got talking about the holidays, and she sort of made a joke. She said, well, if things work out between us, you're going to spend the holidays at my place. Oh. And so I tried to joke back, basically saying, oh, well, next year we'll spend it at my place. That like an every other year sort of thing.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cute, right?
Yeah, it was sort of a cutesy little joke, but all of a sudden she got really serious about it.
Whoa. What do you mean she got serious about it?
Well, she refused to even acknowledge this joke and was like, well, no, we're spending it at my place every year or nothing at all. And then I was like, no, we can switch off every other year. That's the normal way to do things.
So now you're having an argument that people usually have, I don't know, a couple years into a relationship on a first date.
Exactly. I mean, she got so defensive about it. She was like, I have a huge family and I never miss Christmas. And so you're going to have to compromise and come to my Christmas every single year.
Oh, that's not a compromise.
But I kind of get her. Like, one of the reasons I loved my husband and knew it would work out is because his family does solstice. They don't even do Christmas. So I'm like, I own it. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, my family doesn't do a solstice or anything. So I would be missing my family's Christmas to go to her family every year. It was unreasonable.
I mean, you don't think that there's maybe a way you could come to a conclusion later on down the road?
No, not at all. There's no reasoning with Kendra.
Whoa!
There's no reasoning with her.
She's basically squatting on Christmas and saying, this is my day. It's not yours. It's mine for the rest of time. It was absurd.
Taking away Christmas.
God, you guys are kind of cute still together to me. Is that bad?
Hey, Ryan, I want to let you know that Kendra is actually on the phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Kendra, say hi if you're still there.
Hi, Ryan.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So what, this whole thing was a setup?
Kind of, yeah.
Look, Ryan, I told you that Christmas is really important to me. Okay?
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I just thought it was ridiculous.
Well, okay. Well, if it's ridiculous, that means that Christmas is not important to you, which means you can spend it at my place.
Oh, that's a pretty good point.
No, of course Christmas is important to me. That was not even what you were saying on this date, though. You were saying that Christmas was more important to you than it would ever be to me, basically.
No, I never said that. I never said that. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, that is essentially what you were saying to me, Kendra.
No, I told you, I have a big family. I have never missed Christmas once in my life, okay? And this is the only time I get to see some of my relatives, and just because I start dating someone, that doesn't mean that, like, suddenly I'm going to start missing Christmas.
You guys have been on one date. What are you doing?
You think I don't have a family, too?
No, I know you have a family. We talked about this. Your family can come to my place and spend Christmas with my family, but it's going to be at my house.
You already know my family lives far away. It's not even easy for them to get together for Christmas with my own family, let alone your family.
Okay, well, you know what? Like, I mean, some of them are already coming from different parts of the country, so they might as well just come over here and all be together. And
that's absurd.
Oh my God, what is happening right now?
No, it's not absurd. I'm telling you, your family can come to my place. It'll be great. But, like, that's it. Like, we can compromise in that you'll get to see your family, you'll get to have Christmas, but it's going to be at my place.
You're being so selfish. It's no wonder that you don't have a boyfriend, okay?
Wow. Well, look who's talking, mister. I don't have a girlfriend yet.
That's true. You got some common ground there. You guys are both single, at least.
I will say, Kendra, I mean, isn't there like a way, like maybe you guys could do Christmas Eve at his place, Christmas morning at your place?
There is no compromising on this. I get all of Christmas, including Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and afternoon. You get all the other holidays, like all of them. I don't care, but I have Christmas.
Oh, what? I get Arbor Day? What, Flag Day? Like, no one even celebrates those holidays.
I mean, like, you could do those days if you wanted to, but I mean, like, 4th of July, come on, like, fireworks and,
Christmas
you know,
is the
like...
only important holiday out of those.
Well, fine, but Christmas is the only important one to me, so you get an important one, I get an important one.
Do you guys realize that this is all a hypothetical conversation because you've only been on one date?
It's not hypothetical. This is real.
Yeah, I mean, I promise you, if you just one Christmas just try it out and come to my place, you will understand what I'm talking about. You're going to love it. I mean, your family will love it because it's amazing. It's like, I can't even describe. You'll just fall in love with it, and then you won't even want to have Christmas any other place.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do, isn't it?
What do you mean?
That's exactly what you want. You reel me in for one Christmas, and then I'm stuck there for the rest of my damn life.
No, no, I'm not reeling. Okay, I'm reeling you into the first one.
I don't care how good the presents are. I don't care how good the
on your own all the other Christmas. You would want to come to my place.
You guys have to go out again.
Yeah.
I mean, you are dating. You're dating already. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I think you guys are married. Actually, you don't know it. But you've only been on one date. Ryan, would you like to go out on one more date with Kendra? You guys can have a discussion about this in private if you want. We will pay for a second date. Will you go out with Kendra again?
Please.
It doesn't even sound like Kendra wants to go out with me.
No, I mean, I like you. I think you're great. We have this disagreement. And if we could just work this one issue out, then I think this relationship could possibly work.
Okay, so she is open to going out with you again. Ryan, would you do it? We will pay for a second date.
I would consider it, and I will try to look past all the mean things she's just said. Only if she will consider spending Christmas one time at my family's place.
Oh, that's a good deal,
right.
Kendra. Just once, man.
Absolutely not. Never happening.
Are you serious?
Okay,
That's a
so
pretty good deal.
Really though?
so is-
Kendra.
that's a no, Kendra. You don't want to go out with Ryan again because he wants to spend maybe one Christmas with his family.
That is a capital N, capital O.
Dude, but what if you like fell in love with him and you guys started having your own Christmases at some point
No,
together?
no. I will always be spending Christmas with my family. Ryan, you and your stupid family can go have your little Christmas together, but I'm not going on a second date with you. Sorry.
Wow.
Kidding me?
All right, well, I think that's enough for the second date update. I don't know I don't know what happened, but I think it was a second date update.
Yeah, it was
I'm not sure.
close.
I feel like I was listening to a married couple argue, but Kendra, sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least...
No, I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Cool. Well, one thing this second date update has taught me is I'm even more thankful now than ever before that I don't talk to my family very much. It's saving me a lot of arguments.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You just heard a very contentious second date update from last year with Kendra and Ryan. Yes. And believe it or not, they're actually on the phone with us again. Hey! Kendra and Ryan, how are you guys?
Doing well.
Good.
All right.
Sounds friendlier.
Well, yeah, it sounds a lot friendlier. I need to be honest. When our producer said that you had emailed the show with an update, I thought they were joking. I was like, what's the update? They're still not talking and they still hate each other? But apparently you two had some news that you wanted to share with us. Are you guys together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
How? Things ended so rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, actually, after that, I did not have any intention of seeing him again. I was so angry.
Really? I couldn't have picked that up on the phone call at all that you were angry.
Yeah, she hit it well.
Yeah, to be honest, I did not see us really having a future either.
Who reached out to who, though?
I did, actually.
You did?
Yeah.
Would you just text him a middle finger and then you guys started talking again?
Oh, no, so, okay, like, when you guys played it on the radio, a lot of my friends and family heard it, and they gave me a really hard time. They were just like, I don't know what you're doing. You guys have incredible chemistry, and you can't agree on one thing, Christmas. And basically, they're just like, you made a major mistake. And even my grandma was like, if you don't marry him, I will.
Yeah, because he was really willing to compromise a lot.
Yeah, so I reached out to him and I texted him, so are your friends and family giving you a hard time too?
And of course I said yes.
And then I told him what my grandma said, and then I was like, so do you want to get a drink and laugh about this together?
Dude, I would have thought you were setting me up if I were him.
Honestly, it became something that we could talk about. Just the call and how much we were bothered by our friends and family about it. It was like something.
And I think we realized what my friends and family had seen and what I saw before Christmas was mentioned, which was that, yeah, we are pretty amazing together and we're really great. So
what's the new Christmas custody plan? Like, what have you decided on?
Oh, boy. Well, basically what we decided was that it would be a coin toss, 50-50. We'd both have even chances every year of having it at our family's place.
That's hilarious.
All right. And who's going to be doing the coin toss?
I am. I'm going to be the one who...
Check
That's
that
what I
coin,
figured.
Ryan. Check it. It could be one of those fake ones with two sides.
Double-headed coin. Oh, look, it's heads again. My family again.
6th year in a row.
Yeah, we have yet to agree upon who's going to toss the coin.
I'm sure you said that I could.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Hey, look, we don't have time to get into all of this with you guys. We'll let you hash that out on your own. But congratulations for being able to, I guess, find love in your... Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, well, thanks to her grandma, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. And we do some of these second date updates with people who are like, we hear from them later that they're married and stuff like that. I think you two actually have a chance out of all those people at going the distance because you're already like 50 years married at this point, the way you argue.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a compliment or, but I'll take it as well.
It's a compliment, yeah.
Moving 92.5.
Looking for the perfect birthday or anniversary gift or a special date night? Well, then you need Zodart, Seattle's only exotic car rental company. Visit Zodart.com to book an exotic special car for that very special day.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm not really that curious about the date in today's second date update. I'm more interested in this guy's name than anything else.
Why?
Because I haven't talked to this dude yet, but he did sign his email, The Wart.
Stop
The
it.
Wart.
Please tell me
So,
that's not his nickname.
Is that your name, Wart?
No, it's not my legal name. It's a nickname my college buddies bestowed upon me.
Okay.
That's kind of stuck.
You convinced a girl to go out with someone who goes by the Wart?
Well, I didn't drop it on her until I met her in person, obviously.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So what? I'll call you Wart for this second date update, but what's your real name?
My real name is Desmond.
Desmond. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd rather go by Wart, too.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So tell us a little bit about the girl that you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Jamie.
Jamie and the Wart.
Got
I
it.
like it.
It's got a nice ring to it,
It's like a
huh?
romance novel.
How'd you meet Jamie?
I had met her on an online dating site.
Okay. And what did you like about her from her dating website?
Well, everything. And to be honest, I kind of thought she was a bit out of my league, but I took a chance anyway.
Whoa.
And she agreed to go out with me. And then when I met her in person, my suspicions were confirmed.
So she was out of your league, huh? Like, how many levels up from you?
About 17.
Oh my gosh.
So she's super hot, out of your league, and you scored a date with her. Congratulations. What did you guys do?
Well, we met up and ended up going to a hotel bar to kind of hang out.
Oh, that's so seedy. Hotel bars are always seedy.
Yeah, but you know what? To me, I find them to be very nice and fancy places that show me in a good light, that I can afford to go to a place like that.
It depends what hotel you're going to.
Yes.
If it's the W bar, then that's
Four
nice.
Seasons.
Yeah, if it's like a Motel 6 lobby, it's
Yeah, or the red line out
going to
by
be a
an
little
airport.
different. Yeah.
What was her first reaction when she saw you?
She actually responded to me, I feel like, in a pretty pleasant way. She was very cordial, very excited, I thought. I gave her, instead of doing a handshake, I went right for a kiss on the cheek.
Whoa, bold move, sir.
And this is how I introduced her to my nickname, because I said, well, you've just received a kiss from the Wart.
Oh. And she
I don't
liked
think
that?
that's a good way to go into things. How'd she react after you said that?
Oh.
A little confused, but that then opened the door for me to explain my nickname, where it comes from, and she was kind of on board with all of that.
So you're really, I mean, you sound like you're very proud of being called the Wart.
It's a nickname that has stuck for a while, and it kind of gives me a little bit of a legendary aspect.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely people know you.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about the Wart, there's only one person I'm talking about, and that's you.
Absolutely.
I should hope so.
All right. So how did everything go between you and her at the hotel bar?
Yeah, I think very good. You know, we drank a little bit. We talked a lot. We got to know each other very, I'm not going to say intimately, but, playfully. She laughed a lot. I laughed a lot. I may have told her one or too many personal things, like I ended up showing her a scar on my leg.
Whoa.
Why? Why'd you show her a scar on your leg?
Well, I had told her a story about being injured when I was a teenager, and then I was like, let me just show you. And so rolled up my pant leg, and there you go.
And the scar was like on your calf muscle or something, right? Not like your inner groin.
No, it's actually just upper thigh. Yeah, let's call it upper thigh.
Okay. So you pulled your pants all the way up to show her this scar.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Did that seem to turn her off at all?
No, not at all. I think it actually legitimized me and my story, because when I first told it to her, she didn't believe me. And I was like, all right, well, then, you're kind of asking for it. And showed her the scar. And she believed me at that point.
Okay.
Can I ask, I mean, you sound like a very nice person, but are you not very good with women?
I'm not going to be writing a book on women anytime soon, but I've had my mild successes here and there.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't imagine finishing a date with a guy that calls himself the Wart, and he's showing me scars on his upper thigh, and still being stoked about the situation.
Oh, come on. Everybody loves the Wart. Everybody loves to hang out with or go out with the Wart. Like you, I could see you liking the Wart.
Well, did it seem like she liked the Wart at the end of your date?
Well, here's how it kind of ended. Things were going well, and this is what I do. Because I'm very respectful of women, we split the check. And
oh, you didn't pay?
Yeah.
And your reasoning for that is because you're respectful of women? Like,
Well, yeah, because, I know she works, I work. I feel like it's a good move to be like, hey, I'm not dominating you by just throwing down all my money and paying for this.
Equality, I like it.
We're equal partners in this not quite relationship, but in this dating scenario.
Now, normally the tradition is a guy will pay on a first date. Yes. Did that seem to rub her the wrong way?
I don't think so. She paused for maybe a half a second. But she was like, oh, okay, I get you. And then she said, I respect that in return. Okay. And I offered to walk her to her car, which she said no. And then I offered to kiss her. I said, can the wart get another kiss in? And yeah.
Did you say it like that? Did you refer to yourself as the wart and ask if the wart could get a kiss?
I did. I was, I figured it worked the first time. I figured I had one more in me. And I did say I would call her, and she did say yes. So it seemed like a success, regardless of getting that last kiss.
And have you called her?
I have called her twice, and have yet to receive a response.
Okay, and how long has it been?
It's been a little over a week now.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like the wart is getting the old blow-off. All right, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on, man.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I don't think I'm alone in saying I don't know why somebody wouldn't want to go on a date with the wart.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, the wart is on the phone. That's his nickname. His real name is Desmond, I guess, but he goes by the wart. And he went out with a girl named Jamie, who's not calling him back. They met at a hotel bar, hung out for a little while. He introduced her to the wart, and then they parted their ways, and they haven't talked since. And we're about to call her and see if something went wrong on their date. All right, Wart, are you ready?
I am so ready.
And has this nickname ever caused problems with women in the past?
Surprisingly not. I feel like I carry the nickname with confidence, and I think chicks dig that.
Yeah, there you go. Chicks dig warts. Chicks dig warts. We know that. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can find out why she's not calling you back, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jamie.
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Jamie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what's that again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners recently had an experience with you and actually emailed to see if we could get you on the phone and talk about it.
What do you mean by experience? What kind of experience?
I mean that you recently went out on a date with a guy and you're not calling him back, so he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to find out if he did something wrong during your date.
What's his name?
He calls himself the Wart.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Of course I remember him, yeah.
Yeah, I figured you would. He's kind of a memorable dude. We talked to him a little bit about your date. Did you like the Wart?
It's so weird to say.
Well, he was kind of weird and charming. He had like a unique personality.
Okay. All right. Charming, that's good, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I have to say, I really felt like I was being pranked.
What?
Was it,
yeah.
Was it because of his nickname?
Well, several things. I mean, who goes around calling themselves the Wart?
So you think that it could have been an elaborate setup by a friend?
Well, that's what I was thinking at the start, but then halfway through the date, I realized, oh, this guy's for real in his own weird way.
Yeah.
Was that exciting, or?
It was weirdly charming. I mean...
Weirdly charming.
We talked to him, and I mean, he's kind of like, he sounds like a fun dude, just like an interesting guy.
I don't think he's boring at all. I mean, that's not it. He's a guy with a unique personality, and it kind of grows on you, and, I guess you have to respect that.
Okay. So did you not like him, though? I mean, you're not calling him back after you guys went out.
I mean, I don't really feel a romantic pull towards him.
Oh, why?
Okay. So, like, at the beginning of the date, you felt like it was a joke, and at the end of the date, you felt how?
I was just confused because his
his personality is one way, but the way he dressed was, ugh.
Whoa.
So he doesn't dress very well.
Well, I wouldn't say that he wasn't dressed well. It was just how he was dressed. I mean, in some ways he was dressed better than me.
How was he dressed? What was he wearing?
Well, he came in with knee-high boots. They were like leather with these buckles, and they were women's boots.
He was wearing women's boots.
Did you ask him about them?
I didn't want to offend him. I mean, so I didn't go into asking him all about it. But let me tell you, these were women's boots with like leather and straps, and they went up to your knees.
Interesting.
I mean, I just couldn't get over that his footwear was better than mine.
They do make you feel sexy, though. I mean, I will say,
Maybe
you
that
guys
was
should
it.
rock them one night, and you're like, well, yeah.
20 buckles later.
I can strut in these.
I mean, I guess he's an odd guy. It was an okay date, but I'm not going to go out with a guy that wears knee-high lady boots.
Okay.
I agree.
It seems a little judgy.
Do you actually think they were women's boots that he was wearing?
Oh, yeah. I've never seen men wear boots like that. I mean, seriously, never.
Was there a heel on them or no?
It was in the bar, so it was hard to tell, but I'm 99% sure they were women's boots.
Oh, my God.
I know how we can find out if they were, in fact, women's boots.
I don't need to know they're women's boots. I mean, I already know.
Well, I'd like to ask him regardless because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Wart?
How could he be on the phone?
Hello, Jamie.
Where'd you get the lady boots, Wart?
Poor Wart.
Let me tell you guys, they are not lady boots. This is like absolutely ridiculous that this is the hang up that this girl had. Those were brown knee-high leather Renaissance boots. They're extremely expensive. I paid like $300 for them. They're the pinnacle of men's fashion right now. I mean, I thought you would be impressed with something like that.
Look, whatever you want to call them, those were women's boots.
I mean, I bought them from a men's clothing store, so
I wasn't impressed. I mean, if I was wearing them, yeah, that would be great, but I'm not impressed if you're wearing them.
So you would wear those? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would wear them. I don't want the guy I'm going out with to wear them.
You know, I can't believe that you would not call me back just because my boots were more fashionable than anything you might have in your wardrobe. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. You know, it's just really weird between that and your name, and it's just.
I thought you were cool with the wart.
I mean, at first I got used to the wart. Yeah, I get it. But when I saw those boots, I mean, I thought, well, maybe he rides a motorcycle, but I didn't see any motorcycle.
Well, I don't ride a motorcycle, but I thought that you would be excited to see a man who has a keen sense of style such as me.
That's true. It's a bold move to wear knee-high boots anywhere, especially on a date.
Yeah.
I guess I came on too strong shoe-wise.
You're really going to write him off from boots. I mean, I would have not gone out with him for a lot of other reasons, but boots wouldn't have been the deal breaker for me.
You didn't see these boots. I mean, if you saw these boots, I'm telling you, you would not go out with him.
Whoa.
Wow, this is the last time I go out of my way to impress a woman.
Jamie, I would like to ask you if you'll go on a second date with Wart.
Come on.
We will pay for it. If
I don't have to wear the boots.
Yeah, if he leaves the boots at home, will you go out with him again?
No, I mean, even if he leaves the boots at home, I could just imagine him wearing some high heel shoes on our next date.
It's fun. You never know what kind of shoe this guy's going to pick. So there's no way we can get you to go out with him again, Jamie.
No, I'm sorry. I really want to pass.
Aww.
And I was thinking of wearing clogs on our next date.
Ooh.
Forget that.
Fashion forward. Well, Jamie, thank you for being honest with us. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And Wart, better luck next time to you, okay?
A hard lesson learned.
I say, keep wearing the boots, man. That is sexy.
Well, thanks, guys. And if you ever have anyone who's interested in dating the Wart, please don't hesitate.
All right. We will hook you up with somebody, Wart.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, I just Googled those boots, and they're actually pretty fresh.
Yeah.
I kind of want a pair. We'll talk about what that means in just a second. But remember, if you're having any sort of legal issues that you might need help with, say you got in a car wreck and you're having trouble getting money from the insurance, or you're at work, went to pick up a heavy box and crack, your back broke? Yikes. Well, pick up the phone and call my friends at advocateslaw.com. They'll help you out. 206-512-3555. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it costs you nothing to talk to an attorney. At least ask them the question if you have a case, and they'll be honest with you. If you don't have one, they'll say no, and they might yell at you. Maybe not. They're pretty nice. They probably won't yell at you. But if you do have a case, they'll help you through it from start to finish. Again, it's advocateslaw.com, 206-512-3555. Now, the comment about the boots was in regards to the wart. If you missed the second date update, the guy that was calling in to find out why the girl wasn't calling him back was called the Wart. That's his nickname. Awesome. And he wanted to call a girl named Jamie. We got Jamie on the phone and found out the reason she wasn't calling him back. He wore lady boots.
Well, she thought they were lady boots.
She called them lady boots, yeah.
He
apparently
said they were Renaissance.
Knee-high Renaissance men's Renaissance boots. And I Googled a picture of them. I don't think that they're very fashionable, but he said it's the pinnacle of men's fashion right now. And I asked people to text in at 78592 if they want to go out with the Wart, because I promised him I'd help find him a date. Nobody wants to go out with the Wart.
I mean, granted, the guy calls himself the Wart, and that is definitely a red flag.
Yep.
But I think we should all give somebody, a man in lady boots, a chance.
Keep texting in if you want to date a guy who wears women's boots and his name is the Wart.
Yeah.
He's here for you. Text in 78592. And if you want to do a second date update, remember, just email the show and we'll call the person who didn't call you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 92.5.
It's time for your brand new second date update, and we all have a list of celebrities that we would do literally anything to get a date with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
Whoa.
I don't know, actually.
You guys don't have one off the top of your head?
You like Selma. I like Selma.
Selma Hayek, yeah, I like Selma Hayek, but Meredith Baxter Burney is my A+ number one.
Who's that?
Watch a Lifetime movie. You'll know who she is. Okay. Anyway, well, the guy in today's brand new second date update actually got to live out that fantasy. Whoa. He went out with his number one biggest celebrity crush, and now he's not getting a call back from her. Is he pushing his luck? Probably, but we don't really care because it means we're finally going to have somebody almost as famous as me on the show.
You're so
right?
dumb.
Am I right? In your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm really interested in today's second date update because the couple that went out on a date didn't even meet in this world.
What?
They met in another world.
What are you talking about?
The world of Warcraft.
That's how you have to say it every time, isn't it?
I have really no idea what that means, but I know that it is a video game where there is a world and there is warring and perhaps some crafting going on in said world.
Maybe some embroidery is what you're thinking?
Why don't we get some more information from Isaiah, who is on the phone right now, and that's where he met his date, apparently, playing World of Warcraft. What's up, Isaiah?
Hi, how's it going?
Well, it is an honor to make your acquaintance, sir.
Ah, yes, and the like to you.
Oh, so you are on board with this, Isaiah. I see.
Your email said that you met the girl that you want to call today for a second date while playing World of Warcraft?
Well, I'm really into World of Warcraft, and I started listening to a podcast that she runs, and that's how we connected.
Oh, she actually does a podcast.
Yeah, she's really, really good at it.
So like a whole podcast just about the video game.
Yeah, she gives like tips and strategies and stuff. It's super hot.
Oh,
super hot. Yeah. All right.
Dang. Wow. To each their own, sir.
So you listen. So you're a fan of her podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
that
did you
even
actually?
sounded creepy the way you just said. Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. Like, how did you score a date with her?
Well, I sent her a direct message on Twitter because she gives that in the show.
Uh-huh.
Oh. And, I just told her that I admired her work and I liked listening to her podcast, and she ended up responding to me.
That actually shocks me because I bet she gets hit up a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. She has, such a hot voice,
Okay.
All right, but she chose you, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, she got back to me, and I knew it was a stretch, even reaching out to her, because she is so popular and hot and knowledgeable about the game.
Mm-hmm.
We quickly figured out that we live in the same city.
Okay.
And I was...
It's not a city. It's a realm. Stop it, Isaiah.
Yeah, it is a realm, you know.
God,
You're
Isaiah
right.
does not think you're funny.
No, he doesn't. But that's fine. He didn't get it. So you guys lived in the same city, and you both figured that out. And did she ask you out, or did you ask her out?
I asked her out because I thought it was a sign, like it was destiny. So I knew I had to take a chance while the stars were in line for us.
Oh my God, that is serious talk about a first date. What did you guys do?
Well, we decided actually to go to a computer bar to play the game together.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
That sounds great.
You guys have a common interest. You both love World of Warcraft. Why not?
Yeah, it seemed like a smart choice.
Were you able to have a conversation with her while you're both playing a video game?
Yes, through the game.
Oh, the chat.
When you're living in the game, it's just like real life.
Right.
I don't get it.
So
I don't get it.
for people who don't understand how the game is played, you went to a computer bar and you sat next to each other and played the game. But did you actually interact?
Actually, this is super cool. She taught me a command where you can make your character flirt with another character. And if you go command /flirt, then your character will actually flirt with their characters.
So wait, you went to a place to physically sit next to each other so you could virtually flirt with each other.
Brooke, let them do their thing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Great.
Okay.
I would think, and I don't know because I'm not a gamer, but I would think that's a good sign if she's teaching you how to flirt with her.
Yeah, and I did it over and over and over again, and she did it back to me, too.
Whoa.
Okay, but did you ever do it in real life?
Well, I actually, I got her, like, some snacks and drinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she really liked that. And when we got to the computer bar, I made sure that I pulled out her computer chair for her, and I wheeled it back in when she sat down.
Nice, gentlemen.
And you know those squishy little things for your arms so you don't get tendonitis when you're playing games for a long time?
Yeah, like tendonitis carpal tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought an extra one of those, and I let her use that.
Wow.
You are thoughtful, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Did she think you were thoughtful too? Did she like that gesture?
Yeah, she said thank you, and she gave me a real big smile, and she touched my shoulder, and I think that was a really good sign.
Oh my God.
I think you're right. You know, they always say, like, if somebody touches you or something, that means they're interested.
Yeah, and she touched me more than once.
Wow, get it, son.
All right.
Woo.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here. So how did things end? Like, was there any romance at that point?
Well, I walked her out, and I said that I'd like to hang out with her again, and we had a really good hug.
Okay.
That's good.
And, and then we left.
Okay, and did you guys make plans to go out again?
She said that she was open to hanging out again, so...
But you've called her and she hasn't called you back?
Yeah, I got her phone number, and we'd been texting, so I texted her, and I didn't hear anything back, so I thought maybe she wanted to go back to Twitter direct message, so I did that, and she didn't get back to me.
And you're sure she didn't take your little session as you being kind of like her student of World of Warcraft? Like, she understood it was an actual date, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was a private tutorial, I assume she would have charged me for it.
That's true.
That's a good point.
And when we were texting back and forth, she called it a date. She said, "It's a date!" Exclamation point.
Oh.
So she sounds interested.
Yeah, I know that she's kind of a celebrity in the gaming world, so maybe that's why she's not getting back to me, because she's just too busy.
Well, I'm going to play a song, come back, and then we'll call her and get your second date update and hopefully find out why she's not getting back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on. We'll do it right after this.
Let's go.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, it's time for the second level of today's second date update. And if you're just tuning in and wondering why I'm playing the Mario Brothers theme song, it's because Isaiah is on the phone and he wants to call a girl named Dawn today. They actually met through their love of World of Warcraft. Now, I know Super Mario Brothers and World of Warcraft are a lot different,
Yeah, good thing you said that because we were about to get a lot of hate mail.
but I said video games, and so I found the best video game thing I could find to play. Anyway, They met because they both love World of Warcraft. She actually hosts a podcast that he listens to, and he hit her up on Twitter and ended up asking her out, and they got together and met up at a computer bar and actually played World of Warcraft together, and now she's not calling him back.
And she's like a celebrity in the gaming world. I mean, if she says that maybe she wasn't that interested, I still think that you should be pretty proud that you hooked on one date with her.
Yeah, I just want to know where I stand with her, because we had a really good time, and she seemed like she was interested in me, and we really hit it off in the game. And
Okay. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out why, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Dawn.
Yeah, this is she.
Dawn, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You host a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what we do is kind of like a podcast, except you probably have more listeners.
Actually, probably true.
Okay, how can I help you?
Well, you can help us because we actually got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Okay. What'd they say?
Well, they said that they went out on a date with you a little while ago and had a really good time, but now you're not calling them back.
Oh, I thought you were calling because maybe you wanted like an interview or something.
No, sorry. You do like a World of Warcraft podcast, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, our listeners have no idea what that is. So
I don't either. We'd ask you the dumbest
yeah,
questions.
we would
you
be a
want it.
terrible interview. You'd probably get frustrated with us and hang up.
All right, okay. So
the reason we're calling is you recently met up with a dude who actually listens to your podcast, but also wanted to go on a date with you. His name is Isaiah.
Yeah, I remember Isaiah.
Okay, well, Isaiah emailed us and told us about your date, and he's also confused because you're not calling him back, and he's tried to get a hold of you a few times.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it because you're, I don't know, have a lot of men throwing themselves at you?
No, actually, I really don't get asked out that often, so that's not it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I think some guys are just kind of intimidated, and I mean, I wish more guys would ask me out. That would be nice, but
All right. Well, let's talk about the one dude that did ask you out then, Isaiah. Did you not enjoy your date with him?
Oh, no, I mean, the date, it was fine. Like, it wasn't a bad date. It wasn't too awkward or anything. He's a fan of mine, so I'm just gonna say it's just not gonna work.
Can you tell us anything so that we can at least let him know? Because he's really confused. He thought that you had a great time and you both had a good connection and you enjoyed the date.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'm a level 110 Blood Elf Hunter, and he's a level 20 Undead Warrior.
Okay.
Okay. What does that mean exactly?
It just means that he has barely played the game.
Oh, and then...
In comparison to me.
Okay, so you've got a really good rating, and you have a high level on the game, and he doesn't.
It's similar to an 11-year-old boy asking Heidi Klum out on a date. You know, it's not gonna look good for her. Besides not being legal, but it's not going to be good.
So wait, the gaming world will judge you for dating someone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they judge everything. Hardcore. Yeah.
Like, you're being serious about this?
Yeah, no, if they know that I'm hanging out with a noob, I'll lose followers. I'll get blasted.
Oh, no.
That is so weird to me.
This is a real thing. You mean this?
I mean, I have thousands of people following me, right? And they're following me for, like, strat and, tips and things. How is it going to look if I'm dating, like, a level 20 warrior and he hasn't even gotten a Novergon yet? So it's like,
Yeah, I know, right?
Not Novergon.
God.
Oh, my God.
God, anybody
How
knows Novergon?
Obviously, Don, I have no idea what you said, but I'm kind of understanding what you mean in a weird way.
But why did you go out with him to begin with, Dawn? Didn't you know that he wasn't past Nobergon?
No, I wasn't on WoW when we were talking. He DM'd me on Twitter.
Okay.
So, and I mean, I didn't think to ask because, like, people who follow me, I assume they're at least level 80. Otherwise, why are they there?
Yeah, right? What are you doing?
You crazy?
We're trying to play in the big leagues.
Oh, man. Were you so disappointed when you found out about his level status?
It's a pretty big bummer. It's, like I said, I don't get asked out on dates a lot, and he was really nice, but it was a big drawback.
Okay. That is an interesting reason, Don.
Yeah.
I do also want to let you know that Isaiah is on the other line listening to this conversation.
Right now?
Yep.
Hi. Hi, Don.
Oh my God.
Did you really mean all that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were listening. I mean,
But you called me a noob.
Well, I don't mean to be mean, but you are. I mean, in the world of Warcraft, you are.
Yeah. If it's my status that you're worried about, then I will stop playing the game, and we can just connect about something else.
Isaiah, it's not your status I'm worried about. It's my status. I have an image to uphold.
Yeah, but if I quit, then you don't even have to worry about that status.
Yeah, but I can't date someone who doesn't play.
It'll just seem like you're not dating anyone at all. It'll be a secret.
Isaiah, you're willing to be just a secret boyfriend to her?
Because you weren't dating somebody before this.
I mean, well, so if we were dating, and I'm playing WoW all the time, you know that, like, what are we going to talk about? You don't know anything about end-level rating or, like, the end-of-game content. Like, you're still smelting tin and
Yeah, dude. You guys don't.
Sorry, but
What do you have in common, right?
I just can't be a teacher all the time.
Well, I can learn really fast. I mean, there's other podcasts I can be listening to all the time. I mean, I'll keep listening to yours, of course, and I will stay a subscriber no matter what. But, like, there's all kinds of things I can listen to, like, even when I'm, like, driving to work and stuff.
Well, and it's also just, like, a time thing. Like, if you're going to play World of Warcraft and want to play with me, you kind of got to put in a lot of hours.
I can do that. I mean, I can just drink coffee when I get home at night.
Or some Mountain Dew Code Red, man.
Yeah.
What if you guys just left World of Warcraft out of your relationship altogether?
Oh, you can't be serious.
I mean, I'm totally serious. Like, why does it need to be such a focal point of your romantic life?
I'm sorry, but it's that important to me.
Okay, I will commit myself 100% to playing every minute that I can, and I will catch up. I promise you. I'm not going to let go. And if I can just be around you, then I feel like it'll make me better as a person and as a player too, Like, you make people better. That's what you do. That's what your podcast is for, is helping people, and you helped me.
Don, come on. I mean, he said you were intelligent. He said you were attractive. Like, this guy really thinks, like, you're it.
I know, and that's the hard part. That's why it's so hard to tell him no.
Still,
don't say no. Like, I'll be here to support you. /flirt.
There you go. You got a /flirt over the phone, Don. Would you go out with Isaiah again one more time? We will pay for it.
Well, Isaiah, I mean, I can't date someone like this because of my work, but I mean, okay, if you can make it to like level 80, level 90, you can call me then, and we'll figure it out from there.
Hey. You hear that, Isaiah?
Level 80, I can do that.
80, preferably 90, but I'll cut it at 80.
You can text me at 80.
The door is still open, Isaiah. If you get to the right level in World of Warcraft, you can have your dream date.
You got a lot of work to do.
I can do it. I know I can do it because I have love on my side.
All right, so it's a deal, Don. If he gets to level 80 or 90, you will give him another shot.
It's a deal.
Nice.
It's a deal.
Woo! Yeah. All right, now you got something to work toward, Isaiah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I understood about a third of what was said in today's second date update, but I think it's kind of a successful one, Isaiah. You might have a second date at some point.
I will, Don, no matter how long it takes.
All right. Well, just make sure you're always in a queue for a dungeon. Like, that's the way to get there.
All right. Remember that, Isaiah. If we learned anything about dating today, it's always remember you're in a queue for a dungeon.
You got it.
Always be in a queue for a dungeon.
Be in a queue for a dungeon.
Okay. Almost got it.
Just get in that dungeon.
I will.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, you guys are laughing, but I'm a gamer, and people will judge her for dating this guy.
Okay.
Another text in at 78592 says, you guys don't know anything. World of Warcraft is a way of life.
Yeah.
She should definitely not go out with that guy. If you don't know what I'm talking about the second date update. Isaiah wanted to call a woman named Dawn. He was a big fan of hers because she hosts a World of Warcraft podcast and apparently is very successful with her podcast and at the game. They went out on a date. They played World of Warcraft together, and she found out on that date that he's a noob.
Oh, no.
Ugh, the worst. He's not very good at the game. He's just starting. He's a level 20, I think she said.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but apparently somebody texted in 78592 laughing at him saying, that's basically like he's a baby. Okay, so he hasn't learned a lot in World of Warcraft, and she's obviously very good at it. And she said she couldn't date him because the people that listen to her podcast would judge her, and she would lose subscribers if she was dating a noob.
So I always thought that the bullies were the ones that made fun of the gamers, but apparently the bullies are the gamers making fun of each other.
Right?
Yeah.
There's even politics in the gaming world.
I know.
I only understood like 20% of what was going on in that second date.
Yeah, somebody texted in
But-
at 78592 and was like, what the hell just happened? I don't really know.
Yeah.
But they're not going out again until he gets his level up there.
Which means you're probably not going out. It sounds hard to get
I
Yeah,
thought
it does.
that is a really judgy group of people.
Going to be a long time before they can go on a date. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.